of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Amadeus.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Amadeus.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
In my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin? Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of famous fun.
Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Shakur, and this is your daily vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Exit stage left. All right, don't let the virtual doorknob hit you on the way out. And if you do stay, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. This is all so nefarious, okay? Let's see who's in here. Be sure to get those likes up. Please like and share and make sure that you're still subscribed, okay? Please double check. Now, with that all being said, hey, Reggie, that Crazy Beach area said, never unsubscribe, Queen. Thank you. Christine, Nessie X is in the house. Pennywise, all hell nah. Andrea, Naja. All right. G from the land is black. Juju B, Buckhorse DC, RG Titan. Okay, Aboriginal woman, I see you, beloved. All right, so let's get into it. Juju talking about got that blanket with me. That's right, honey. It's a cold world. Please pay attention. All right, Aboriginal woman is here. So with that all being said, hey, Bronze Flat Power God, we the people in the house. Queen Sam is black, 169. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to be here long, okay, because this is my third live for today. Now, y'all know y'all working me overtime. Y'all know y'all are working me overtime. And with that all being said, also, before I forget, hey, D Nice, Lackey Hop, and December, Diane Nash in the house, Timber Dan, shout out to my moderators putting in work. Okay, Silas D is black, all right. So with that all being said, Entertainment Now is here. Said I finally catch the Queen. Listen, I want to thank all of you for the cash apps. Okay, sometimes I forget to mention that, but I really appreciate you all. Thank you for the cash apps and the gifts that you send. Okay, you're appreciated. Now, with that all being said, 169 said, I know missing the earlier ones due to sleep. That's okay, beloved honey. You got to get your rest. All right. So with that all being said, now, for those of you who missed it, who weren't on the backup channel, I just finished a live over there, and I was talking about how Mike Epps is a hater. I literally was talking about it. Okay, I showed the footage of his comedies, his stand-up comedy, and where he was basically just hating, as far as I'm concerned, on Shannon Sharpe. And I also said, and I reiterate for those of you who missed it, that there's a whole lot of hating going on. People are clearly pressed, stressed, butthurt, and bent out of shape because Shannon is getting all of this publicity, getting all these views, getting all these new subscribers. If you recall, after he had Cat Williams on, he actually got like 200,000 more subscribers days later. So some people are mad. And some of them are mad because they haven't been asked to be on the show. Some of them are mad because they weren't mentioned on the show. Some of them are mad because they have podcasts and Shannon is killing them in the game. Let me talk about who? Stephen A. Smith, Steven Jackson. Both haters, as far as I'm concerned. They both had disparaging things to say, talking about how, oh, I wouldn't have let Kat come on there and say all those things. I would have reeled it back. I wouldn't let somebody come on there and do. First of all, you can't control what grown people say. Okay? That's what you can't do. And if someone is invited on your platform, well, my question is, why wouldn't you let them say what they want to say? Why wouldn't you let them voice their grievances if they feel they have some? Why would you be mad or upset and been out of shape? And also, like I told you, there was one particular person that said that if somebody wanted to come on his platform and talk trash about Steve Harvey, that's okay. But then said in the next breath that if they were talking trash about other people, I guess people that he likes and favors, well, he would reel it back in. So, you know, a whole lot of hypocrisy going on, a whole lot of hating going on. And at the end of the day, now the stuff is starting to escalate. Now it's starting to escalate. At the end of the day, some of the people saying they wouldn't have allowed these things to happen on their platform, I don't believe them. I think they're liars. I think they're saying that to try to make Shannon look bad or feel bad because he's allowed these things to happen, allowed people to come on there and tell their truths. And then he's gotten all of these views and subscribers for it and big checks from YouTube for it also. all of the views. So I think that's why they're saying, oh, I wouldn't let them do that. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. They absolutely, if they'd had the chance, they would have. Okay, this is what they would have done. So please pay attention. A whole lot of people are liars. Yes, Stacey said they are liars. Yes, they are. Liars, mad, and sad, and bent out of shape. So with that all being said, let's go to the footage that I just showed on the backup channel of Mike Epps doing his stand-up comedy and talking about Shannon and making some implications. And at the end of the day, he was definitely being serious, and he was using his comedy to throw shots. That's what cowards do. If you have something to say to a grown man, just say it. Just say it. Okay, don't try to throw cheap shots, because that's what Mike Epps did. Quite frankly, I've always liked Mike Epps, and I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Now that I think about it, when he was saying that stuff about Cat Williams, you know, he was mad that Cat didn't mention his name and stuff like that. He needs publicity. He was serious. You know, at first we didn't know if he was joking or not, but now I think he was absolutely serious because Cat didn't mention him whatsoever. Okay, so let's get into it. Reggie said all character assassination. Yes. You know, making all these implications about Shannon. And like I said on the backup channel, if Shannon is gay, so what? Why are you worried about it, Mike Epps? Why is that your business at the end of the day? Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, first, like I said, I'm going to play the clip of Mike Epps talking slick on his comedy routine about Shannon.
That nigga Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down, nigga. Thought he was going to attack Cat, that nigga there. Nigga shit is called Shay Shay. The nigga's telling you. Put a wig on that nigga, tell me if that ain't motherfucking Medea's sister, nigga. They exposing every motherfucking body. They got TD Jakes fucked up. Now that's fucked up. All that money that nigga done got from God, and they done came out on him.
And let me say this also. For those of you who caught the morning live, when I talked about Judge Greg Mathis and his hypocrisy, when he said that they were embarrassing themselves and making us the laughing stock to other people and making the community look bad and all that stuff. And I played the audio of how hard he went in on Wendy Williams years ago. And not only Wendy, someone else who worked with her, who really had nothing to do with it. And he said, and I quote, that I ain't never gonna be calm. I'm never gonna be calm when someone's talking or saying certain things about me. That's what he said. So to that, I want to say this. I want you to pay attention to how these things escalate because certain people who are haters usually say things about other people. And then for whatever reason, to people like Judge Greg Mathis and some others, when the people who have had things said about them, when they confront it, when they speak on it, and they do it publicly and boldly, some other people have a problem with that. But they don't complain about the people who said the things first. You see, because before Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay, there was already several people who'd come on there and spoken on him. I believe it was Cedric the Entertainer and Ricky Smiley. So now when nobody said anything, nobody complained, nobody said they shouldn't have said those things. No other podcasters were saying, well, why would Shannon let them come out there and say those things about Cat? Nobody said that. Why did they get so mad when Cat came and defended himself and then said things about them? Well, that's because Cat said a whole lot more and he spoke truth and they were speaking lies. Okay? And he proved it. And you see, liars always, beloveds, will side with other liars. What they won't ever do is side with those who are speaking truth to power. Instead, they'll attack the people speaking the truth and align themselves with those who are telling the lies. And if you remember the quote that I made up on the midst of a broadcast when I was going in on the wig and all of her lies, I said that you cannot you cannot stand in truth and be aligned with lies. Okay, that's what you can't do. Please pay attention. All right? Please pay attention. And I copyrighted that for the thieves who steal all my talking points. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to go to the footage of where Reggie said, who knows why liars lie? Exactly, okay, in your Cat Williams voice. Okay? Lillian X said, yes, just like Monique and Kat said. Exactly. Exactly. Essential Oil Queen said, love you, Queen. And I love you right, Black Beloved. Okay, so now RG Type said, I'd rather hear the ugly truth than to hear a beautiful lie, if that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Okay, it absolutely makes sense. All right, the only people who don't want to hear the truth are liars. So now let's go to what Shannon said in defense of himself, and then that'll be followed by Mike Epps' response, because, he responded. And this is why I came live about it, because on the last broadcast, as I was closing out and the music was playing, I saw that Desmond, my moderator, has sent me a text saying that Shannon threatened Mike Epps. And then so I looked it up real quick, and then so I talked about it on there. But as soon as I closed out the live, I then saw that Mike actually responded back. Okay, and I didn't show the footage on there. I just talked about it real quick. Okay, so let's get into it. Lights up, everyone, please like and share.
Put this out there. And this one, I'm gonna fire this shot over your head, mofo, and you will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mention my name again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put the DMs. And I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
But you're lying. See, and I don't care about all that other stuff. You can say I'm gay, and you can say I don't care about that, because I won't chase a lie, but I won't let you lie on my name.
Yeah.
Now you can say all that other stuff. I can deal with that. I don't look. I heard that 1,000 times.
Yes,
just
sir.
like everybody jumping in the chat talking about, he don't like number white women.
Right.
I done dated a lot of different races.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you like Skittles now. You eat every color. Come on, talk to me now.
No, I don't eat. I don't eat or suck. They all do all that.
You know what I mean? That's why I said
look
Skittles. Skittles. Okay. Stay. I'm with you.
You know, I look at it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you this, and I want somebody to send it to you. And I've been seeing it in the chat.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talking about, but I'm with you.
Say my name again, and I'm gonna release the DMs because you're lying.
Yeah.
You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you a mofo lie. Now when I see you, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see if you about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you want to say what you've been saying on trying to get some jokes, because you got mad because Cat Williams did what he did. Now when I see you, I'm gonna see if you really about that.
Yeah, and when I see you,
no.
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if him talking all that.
Yeah.
When it one of them tight ass leather pants trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see if you're about that.
Yeah.
Say my name again. Now
be
like Destiny's Child and talk about say my name. And I got something for your ass.
Okay, I'm lost, but I'm with you. And whoever you talking about it, we go, what? Yeah.
Now, if it'll start to affect my bottom line, then I'm gonna make you put your cards on the table.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be no flush either. I'm
gonna make you put your cards on the table. But that don't bother me. It's that you lied and you didn't have to. Say your little joke, get your little laugh off, have fun, but just don't lie and said I said something when I didn't. And you know who you are, mofo. Yeah. I'm calling you a mofo. Now, when I see you, boy, I promise you, I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna see if you about that. Because I'm about it with you.
Me too. As soon as I get our probation.
Y'all know like I said, I stay to myself, Ocho. Anybody tell you I said it. I say when people say, man, that's not like Shannon, that's exactly who Shannon was. I let my guard down.
Right.
I'm gonna see you.
Now wait a minute. Now I know Shay Shay. I don't know what grown ass man got a name named Shay Shay, but I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I did DM you to get on the show. But I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up when you were sitting there with Kat and you was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be at the all-star in my hometown. And I'm going to see you. All right? I'm going to see you, brother. I'm just letting you know. I don't be doing no fighting lately. I don't do no fighting. So, you know, there's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank, 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 blank. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk dud sitting there agitating. We watched the white boy kick your ass on TV. So you shut up. And Shay, you did look like Medea sitting there. You was looking zesty. I'm not saying you gay, but you was looking zesty. You look like Big Frida sitting there. You need to take them tight ass shirts off with the muscles. And that's it. Go check out my special February the 20th on Netflix. February 20th on Netflix is called I'm Ready to Sell Out. Because being a real dude ain't making no money right now.
Okay, so it looks like Mike got the publicity that he was begging for. And I want you to pay attention to how he said, oh, I did send you a DM about coming on the show, but I only wanted to come on there because you mentioned my name and you were trying to get Kat to talk crazy about me. Just because he mentioned his name does not mean that he wanted Kat to talk crazy about him. Maybe he was just asking a question or what have you. But nonetheless, if that's the only reason that you came on the show, or wanted to come on the show, you could have simply said that in the DM. I want you all to pay attention. He could have said that in the DM. He could have said, Shannon, I want to come on Club Shay Shay to address the fact that you brought up my name when Kat was on there. But did he say that, or did he just say, I want to come on the show? I'm guaranteed to bet that he said, I want to come on the show. And why? Because he needs the clout. He's clout chasing. That's why he was really pressed. He tried to say it as a joke, but he was clearly pressed because Kat didn't mention his name. Now, he said something about Kat not mentioning his name, pay attention, but now he implies that Shannon mentioned his name because Shannon wanted Kat to say something about him. Which is it? Did you want Kat to mention your name or did you not? Okay, so this is all a load of BS, and this all has to do with a lot. That crazy rich Eric said, of course, Queen, thank you. Ross said, I'm disappointed in Mike Epps. I think a lot of our people are sellouts. Well, I'm disappointed in him too, and I expressed that on the last live. I said because I've always liked him, and I'm disappointed. With that all being said, it's a whole lot of hating going on. Why can't some of our people just let other people that look like them live? Why can't you congratulate instead of hating? These people, it's really sad because some of these people are really upset because of Shannon's numbers, because of the attention and publicity that Shannon has acquired, because his videos have gone viral, because he has millions of views and huge checks from YouTube. Because of it, they are really pressed. And it's really sad that grown-ass men are behaving this way, Mike Epps. Okay, somebody said they were going to call Judge Mathis and tell on him. Don't call Judge Mathis, honey, because Judge Mathis said a whole lot worse, okay? Sitting there, all that stuff he said about Wendy Williams years ago, I guess he thought we forgot, or maybe he forgot, but the Queen didn't, okay? But the Queen didn't. All that stuff he said about Wendy, talking about her husband and her child, bringing them into it, not necessarily talking bad about the child, but mentioning the child, just like Monique mentioned DL's child as a jab at him, not the child. But Judge Mathis had the nerve to say, oh, y'all are embarrassing the community and making people laugh at us, and then you're bringing people's families into it. He did the same thing. Everything that he said, he did. Now, he sat there and said that the only time that he acted that way was on his court show, and he said that was for entertainment. Well, Judge Mathis, what was it for when you went in on Wendy and the young man who worked for her and said all those disparaging things about his sexuality? But at the end of the day, here's the thing. Pennywise said the Judge Mathis show is an embarrassment. I wouldn't say that. I always liked his show. But what I'm saying is, let's not be hypocrites here. Okay, let's not live in a glass house and think we can throw rocks. That's all I'm saying about Judge Mathis. He should not do that because that was very much hypocrisy. Okay, a whole lot of people hating. Oh hell no, said Nancy Drew Shakur is on that arse. Not Nancy Drew Shakur. Okay, so listen, like I said, it's all crazy. It's really not a good look because now it seems that things are escalating potentially to the point of violence. Potentially to the point of violence. That's where it looks like it's headed. Shannon has said, I'm going to see you. You're going to see me, and I'm going to see if you're about that. Mike Epps is saying, well, I don't fight these days. You know it's only one thing after that. So what are you saying, Mike Epps? You're going to shoot Shannon? Is that what you're saying? You're going to shoot him? Because that's what it sounds like you're saying. Please don't go there. And see, here's the thing. If you can't stick up for yourself, Mike Epps, I'm talking to you. If you can't stick up for yourself, then maybe you shouldn't throw shots at certain people. Don't let your mouth write a check that your arse can't cash. That's all I'm saying. All right? Because at the end of the day, you could have just kept that to yourself. And clearly he was pressed. And here's the thing. I'm willing to bet that the reason Mike Epps said those disparaging things about Shannon for a joke on his comedy tour is likely because when he DM'd Shannon to come on the show, Shannon likely either told him no thanks or didn't respond. Yeah. And that to me shows a level of desperation too, that he reached out to Shannon, because I would think that when people want you on their platform, I would think that they would reach out to you, not vice versa. Now, he did say that it was because of Shannon mentioning his name, but I don't think that's the reason, because he clearly could have expressed that in the DM. Okay. Naja said, especially since Mike Epps talking about bang, bang. Exactly. That's what it sounds like he's talking about. Now, I believe that he really wouldn't do that. At least I would hope not. But I think he's saying that to try to scare Shannon into not confronting him, or to hopefully think that that'll keep Shannon from escalating the situation when he sees it. Mike Epps, you need to be able to stand on your own, stand your ground, 10 toes down when you say certain things out your mouth. Okay, especially when you're trying to question somebody's sexuality, which is none of your business anyway. Now, Shannon said he doesn't care about that, but at the end of the day, he still lied on that man. And he said it for a joke, but here's the thing. When he said it for a joke, like I told you guys, I said on the backup channel, when I talked about it, I told you guys, I don't know if Mike was joking or serious when he said Shannon asked him to come on the show. But I felt like he was joking, but he wanted us to take him seriously. Like Shannon really asked him, but he turned him down. Okay? So that's probably exactly why he did it. Timber Dad said 10 toes down and the heels. Okay? Oh, so crazy. But, you know, with that all being said, let's talk about Steve Harvey. Let's talk about Steve Harvey, because I went and dug up. Y'all know I stay with receipts. This article from 2022, when Steve Harvey said this, he said, cancel culture, political correctness has killed comedy. The actor and comedian claims that he can't release another comedy special without ending his career. Every joke now, it hurts somebody's feelings. Steve Harvey, please sit down somewhere. Yes, there is cancel culture, but at the end of the day, how many of you, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, how many of you remember Steve Harvey ever in his life talking about things during his comedy specials that were controversial? That would be a reason for him to now get canceled. How many of you remember him ever saying anything, talking about anything that would warrant him being dismissed or causing controversy? I've never heard him speak about anything controversial. Last I checked, what he did talk about was buffooning and saying that for $4 million or however much money it was, that he would act like a monkey. Y'all remember that? And he was clearly serious, because that's what he's been acting like, as far as I'm concerned. He's been buffooning. Okay? So I don't remember him ever saying anything that was remotely controversial, or going in on any specific group. And at the end of the day, He says that's why he can't do any more comedy specials. No, Steve, you can't do any more comedy specials because in truth, your comedy was never really that funny. And the ones that were funny is likely, allegedly, something that you took from Mark Curry. Okay? So all I'm saying. Now, but let me go further. It says the comedian and actor claimed to reporters Tuesday that he couldn't do another stand-up comedy special unless it were the last thing he ever did in Hollywood due to content sensitivities. Why would someone who has 7 shows, didn't he say that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 shows? With all those shows, when do you have time to do comedy, stand-up comedy? He says, we're in the cancel culture. Nobody can say anything he wants to. Chris Rock can't. Kevin Hart can't. Cedric the Entertainer. D.L. Hughley can't. I can go down the list. The only person that can say what they want to say on stage is Dave Chappelle because he's not sponsor driven. He's subscription. Now, if I had tried to continue as a stand-up, there's no way I could maintain it because political correctness has killed comedy. It's killed comedy. Every joke now, it hurts somebody's feelings. What people don't understand about comedians is that a joke has to be about something. It has to be about somebody. We can't write jokes about puppies all the time. The joke can't be about bushes all the time. Some of these jokes have to be about people because that's the most interesting topic. So if I come back, I have to wait until I'm done with my TV career. And I'm not done. I've had to call it, this is it or something like that. I'd have to call it this is it or something like that. Steve, trust me, nobody wants to see you back doing stand-up. Nobody misses you. Nobody misses you. Okay? At the end of the day, they labeled him as one of the kings of comedy, but that's because of the things that he was likely, in my opinion, allegedly doing behind the scenes, which is buttering biscuits. That's just what I think. Now, he wasn't done. He went on to say, so one of the reasons I stopped doing stand-up was my wife informed me that God was about to do something. God informed him that, his wife informed him that God was about to do something. I had no idea what he's going to do. He was going to give me this new show, and it turned out to be the best thing that happened to me. So now his wife's a prophet. Now his wife's a prophet. So now he stopped because his wife told him God was about to do something. I could have sworn he said that he had 7 shows. Let me just see if I can find that receipt real quick because I know I already showed you all this receipt, but let me see if I can find it real quick for the ones who missed it. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Let me see if this is it. Hold on, beloveds. I'm waiting for the advertisement to stop. Here it is right here. I got the receipts. He's such a liar. Didn't I do a whole live about how Steve Harvey lies? I don't know why Steve Harvey is a liar who lies in my Cat Williams voice. Now, hold on. I'm going to send this to my email because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio. I'm not going to show it because it's on Steve Harvey's official page. And I don't want him trying to hit me with a copyright for calling him out on his BS. Okay, so I'm going to send it to my email and then I'm going to play it. But let's continue with this article with the lies. So he says, I'm going to start back where I left off. Okay, I quit comedy because my wife informed me that God was going to do something. He was going to give me a new show, and it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. Another political topic Harvey had a couple of thoughts on was the legal system. He said, just because it's the law don't make it right. Every law isn't a correct law. We have a law in this country that everybody has the right to bear arms, but everybody shouldn't bear arms. Everybody shouldn't have a gun. That's clear to me. Every stand your ground law, everybody shouldn't be told to stand their ground. That's why I'm glad my show is not that type of court. Oh, he was talking about his court show where he was a judge. That was a whole joke, but I digress. Judge Steve Harvey features the Emmy winner presiding over small claims court cases in a comedic primetime take on the popular daytime TV format popularized by shows like Judge Judy. He says, I'm going to do this show for 2 years and it's going to be a huge success. Well, it wasn't. It was an epic fail, but let me continue because I digress. It's based on my opinion and common sense, and I got a PhD in that. Steve, what you don't have a PhD in, beloved, is common sense. Okay? You don't have a PhD in common sense. I know you'd like to, and you want people to think that, but you don't. Not in my opinion. He says, I'm a sum total of so many of my challenges. I think the average person just has to remember that every time you fail, every time you're challenged, it's not to destroy you or to injure you or to cause you to give up. All of those things are to prepare you for what God, or for what you ask God for. He went on to say, I wanted to be successful, so I had to be tested. Because on the way to becoming successful, you've got to understand disappointment. You've got to understand attacks. You've got to understand litigation. You've got to understand being misunderstood. You've got to be able to you've got to be able to deal with being talked about. Nobody talks about you if you're doing nothing. You've got to develop tough skin. I just say to people, when you're going through challenges, to deal with it, envelop it, pray about it, and ask for the lesson behind it. Well, that all sounds very good and philosophical, but here's the thing. Here's the problem I have with that. Steve sat there and said that you have to expect to be talked about, but yet he got upset when Cat Williams talked about him on Club Shay Shay. He also just said days ago, so I'm told from a source, so this is allegedly, but I was told that he allegedly also said that these young comedians, they have each other's backs, and basically implying that they don't talk about each other. Well, that could be true because these younger comedians don't have to deal with the likes of him stealing their jokes and copying their sitcoms. Please pay attention. That's all I'm saying. Now, let me just allow you all to hear this audio of him saying why he actually quit comedy, because he just told a different story.
Talk show. I had another show in the making. 3 years later, I had at one time 7 TV shows running concurrent on the air. I had a game show. I knew that if I remained a stand-up, that I was going to lose my career. Because when you're in television and radio, you're in sponsorships. And I know as a stand-up, I'm going to say something that's going to offend somebody. And then once one sponsor pulls, all of the sponsors pull. So I had to give up stand-up to build a TV empire. Because if I stay in stand-up.
Okay, now y'all know that's all cap. Now, hold on. Let's hear the rest of this. Let's hear the rest of this. Hold on.
I'm going to lose the TV and radio deals because, I'm going to offend somebody. Because stand-up is not, stand-up has become so politically correct. Everybody's offended now. Everybody, and we're in a council culture society now. And so I knew that if I stayed in the stand-up, I was going to lose the talk show. I was going to lose Family Feud, Celebrity Family Feud, Little Big Shots. I would lose Showtime Apollo. I would use Thunderdome. I was going to lose. I had 2 more shows.
Okay. But I thought he also said that he quit because his wife told him God was about to do something. Here's the thing. If you had 7 shows, why did God see fit to give you yet another one? Is God trying to work you to death? Does God think you're Kunta Kinte? Well, of course not. Steve, please sit down. Please sit down. At the end of the day, y'all know He just admitted he is bought and paid for it, says Al Rich. Exactly. At the end of the day, I have one thing to say about Steve Harvey, okay? Like I said, I don't know why Steve Harvey is a liar who lies, but what I have to say about that is this. Please pay attention.
Go back to when they're walking in the club. Play that.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, 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 no. Hell no, 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 no. To the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell.
When he does that little lean at the end, that always gets me. That always gets me. Steve Harvey, please sit down somewhere. Please have several seats in the back of an empty stadium at this point, okay? Please. Now, before I roll out of here, and for those of you, because I made this announcement on the backup channel, but for those of you who follow this channel, please double check and make sure you're still subscribed. People become unsubscribed mysteriously. And also, don't forget that I'm going to be posting something right after this on the spiritual channel. It's going to premiere at 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Okay, it's for members and non-members. It's for everybody. So I'm going to post a premiere for all of you. I'm not going live, but I'm going to post something. China says, well, Queen is on point for real. Play that again, please. Okay. At the end of, Deanna said that song should have a Grammy. Okay, my thing is, Steve Harvey, why are you sitting up here lying? Okay, I mean, it is a blessing that he had all those shows, and that's really good for him. But let's not sit here and try to act like your wife. And it's funny, because didn't Cat Williams say that, in fact? If you all remember, didn't Cat Williams say on Club Shay Shay during his interview that, in fact, Steve Harvey said that he quit because he had 7 shows? And didn't he also say, in fact, that Steve Harvey said that his wife, something about his wife told him something. And then he said that about the last wife. He said the last wife told him that. And then he got another one. Remember that? Isn't that what Cat Williams said? So that just goes to show this man is always lying. And why is he always lying? I don't know. But since you wanted to hear the song again, beloved, I'm going to play it one more time before I roll out of here. And I have one more thing to discuss.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, 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 no. Hell no, 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 no. To the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell.
Now here's the thing. When he actually quit comedy, as Kat said, he didn't have those 7 shows. So that's not why he quit. Kat says that he quit because Kat went in on him during one of the comedy things they were on, the comedy shows. And remember, Kat said that Steve had a whole man unit. You all remember that? Do I need to pull up that receipt? I already showed it to you all, but hold on. Hold on, beloveds. I'm going to have to play the audio because I don't have time to download it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. I'm hoping I can find this receipt. I have so many. Think this is it. Yeah, here it is.
Now stick down here. All this money y'all spent on them motherfucking tickets. And talked about a lady in the audience for 15 goddamn minutes. That nigga should have talked about me the way I've been to talk about his bitch man. Nigga, the fucking going to a championship out, nigga. You did. You see that nigga had to take off that lace front high top fade before he came out here to battle me out there. I played no motherfucking game, Steve. I'm a little nigga, I fight dirty. You did. What the fuck is he thinking about? He trying to copy off me and bring that ugly ass sparkly ass tie out. With a regular black suit like he was going to a funeral. Yours, nigga, yours. I give a fuck. I give less than a fuck. Whatever less than a fuck is. You don't want to come out here and told jokes about if a bitch lick you on the left lip or you buy that bitch a car. If that ain't the trickiest shit I ever heard. Bitch, you can suck my dick with the Holy Spirit in your mouth. I ain't buying your goddamn car. I ain't gonna give you a ride. It's a generation gap. Nigga the shit because he was the shit in 1968. Nigga, I'm the shit this evening, my nigga, this evening. I know my niggas is up in here. I ain't got to ask. I ain't scared about being in the motherfucker round. I go around this bitch as long as this bitch go around. Where you at, Steve? You know what man said? I don't like him. He said I don't like him either. Let's fast forward it to when this disrespectful nigga did something called the original Kings of Comedy. As if Richard Pryor didn't lay it out here. All this money y'all spent on that motherfucker. He got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. Same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom. Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie.
Okay, so there you have it. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, Steve, nobody misses you from doing stand-up, beloved. Please trust and believe. Okay? Please trust and believe at the end of the day. I find it all so nefarious. And then he said Steve thinks he's the ish because he was the ish in 1968. He said, Ninja, I'm the ish this evening. Okay? Now, if you remember, during the Club Shay Shay interview, Kat said that's the reason he quit stand-up, because Steve had to come out after Kat during that show, I do believe. And so imagine somebody coming out before you and saying all those things about you and exposing the fact that you had on a whole man unit, so to speak, calling it a lace front, no less. This is all so nefarious. This is all so nefarious. Okay, but now let's talk about K. Michelle real quick before we leave out of here. Because you all remember K. Michelle talking about she wanted to do country music, and now Beyonce's doing country music. I'm sorry, Beyonce, are you hating? I have questions. All this time Beyonce's been doing music, she never did country music, and she's from Texas. where you would think that if she ever thought or wanted to do country music, she'd have done it long ago, being from Houston and all of that. But anyway, Will Ferrell posted something about K. Michelle, and K. Michelle responded. So here it is. Okay, Will Ferrell says, has anyone checked on @K. Michelle? B will bring pressure to country music. K. Michelle said, why would anyone need to check on me? I'm one of the greatest African-American country singers of all times with no album even out. Y'all been mentioning me all night. I'm just happy to be spoke about in my genre. I love B and will be supporting her like I always do. I want you all to pay attention because first of all, Will Ferrell, why are you speaking on that? You see how people who don't look like us try to start beefs between us? You see how people who don't look like us try to insinuate and instigate things? That's what he was doing. Why would he say that? If Beyonce's doing country music, which I do believe she copied from K. Michelle, but at the end of the day, why is he talking about it? And why did he have to mention K. Michelle when he mentioned it? Why couldn't he have just said Beyonce's now doing country music and she's going to bring pressure to it? Why did he have to add in, has anyone checked on K. Michelle? K. Michelle is just as good a singer as Beyonce, in my opinion. She may not have the publicity and be as famous of all of that, but in my opinion, she's just as good a singer. Okay? Al Rich said trying to divide and conquer. Exactly. Notorious Hebrew said country music is ours. Okay? Any darned way. Yes, it is. Absolutely it is. We pioneered it. Okay? And I did a whole video about that when Lil Nas X first came out with Old Town Road, and then they started saying, oh, they're trying to culturally appropriate country music. How can we culturally appropriate what we started? Make that make sense. Clearly, people who look like me started country music. Okay? With that all being said, I find it also interesting. Now, one more thing I want to show you all before I go, and this has nothing to do with celebrities. This has to do with how nefarious some people are. I want you all to pay attention. For those of you who've been following me my day ones, you've heard me talk about eugenics. You've heard me talk about Bill Gates' father, who was one. You've heard me talk about Hillary Clinton's idol, Margaret Sanger, who was one, who started Planned Parenthood, which was initially called the Negro Project. You've heard me talk about how there's abortion clinics in many Black communities, but there's none in the white communities. You've heard me talk about it. Well, I want to show you a video clip of white folk at a Black school handing out abortion pamphlets to Black children. How come they're not out there in their community handing those things out? I have a whole lot of questions. Okay? Don't forget that I told you genocide comes in many different forms. And abortion is absolutely one of them. Please pay attention.
Not take no pamphlet. Give me that. Give me that.
They're allowed to take our information.
I'm not talking to you. Don't talk to me. All right?
They're allowed to take our information.
Don't you take nothing. Don't you hand her nothing.
We're allowed to give them information.
You better not, I'm going to tell you what. You better not get not near one of these kids a pamphlet. They kids.
They can
give them one. Give them one. Give them one.
Girl, don't solution. Y'all up here.
Get on the bus.
Go get on the bus and go home.
That's right. Run them up out of there. How dare you? And then say they're allowed to take our pamphlets. Okay? I would be going to file some type of criminal trespassing or some type of junction to get them to stay off the property. Okay? Don't come up here with all of that. Don't come back to this school trying to hand out your abortion pamphlets. Take that to your neighborhoods. That's what you can do. Don't bring it here. And I would instruct all of those children not to take anything from them. And I would also send letters and emails to the parents to let the parents know what they're up to, so the parents can further instruct their children not to take anything from them. Don't even look at them. Don't talk to them or any of that, because they think they're slick. That stuff right there ticks me off. And that's why I always promote to you to homeschool your children, if at all possible. This is what devils do. Okay, this is what devils do. And now, mind you, I'm not saying all of them are devils, but some of them clearly are. And those are the ones that are, in fact, against us, who view us as lesser than, and who want to annihilate us and commit and perpetuate genocide amongst us and stop us from reproducing, okay? And all of those things. Those are clearly devils. I mean, the nerve of it all. With that all being said, Carolyn said, yes, definitely homeschool if possible. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. So happy birthday, Pauline, beloved. Happy birthday. Okay, so with that all been said, I'm going to conclude the broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please be sure to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified. Okay, remember, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Until next time, I will talk to you all again soon. And don't forget that I'm about to post a premiere on the spiritual channel. For those of you who follow that channel, it's going to premiere at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I love you all to life. Until next time, peace.
Nobody knows why liars lie. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. It's God's side and the other side. Country bumpkin, black blue, they can't talk good. Uber bitch and look like Mr. Potato Head. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. Ricky Smiley can't act. Cause Ricky Smiley can't act. Why is he in a dress again? He didn't be wanting to Barbie. And you gotta tell him no. Said ain't got no special, you remember? Eve ain't got no special, you remember? Ricky ain't got no special, you remember? Sir, I have 12 comedy specials. P. Diddy or whoever you is. TVJ, 20 of them. I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall. You didn't say no.
Somebody said this Will Ferrell, no K Michelle. I don't think so. I absolutely don't think so. I also didn't mean to keep the music going till it stopped. But anyway, I'll see you all on the next live. Peace.